What, okay, so all of you have phones?
Yes.
Okay, what kind of phones do you have? Are they like the standard Nokia? Are they smartphones? Are they?
Smartphone.
Okay. So what kind of, alright, so what kind of smartphones do you guys have?
Samsung.
Android. Yeah, iPhone.
Yeah.
iPhone? Okay, so
The
Android.
Windows, I had an iPhone, but it broke. I'd much rather have an iPhone.
So this is like a temporary.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like a JLo phone.
It's easier to use.
Okay, so what do you like about these various phones?
Easy to use. The iPhone, for example, this one, the app marketplace, is very dim. It doesn't have a lot. The iPhone app marketplace has like an app for any little thing you can think of and a thing for that thing.
It's very convenient. Like if you're needing anything, you have a question for anything, you go to your phone and the answer's right there.
Yeah,
So,
that's Google. Yeah, that's Google stuff all the time.
Okay.
I use it a lot when I'm watching movies or shows, and like I recognize this voice or this person, and so I'll IMDb it and stuff.
Right, having access to the internet like everywhere is really incredibly useful.
Especially on campus, because Wi-Fi sucks on campus.
Very true. Blackboard was not my friend yesterday. Alright, so I guess going along those lines, what's the most useful feature of those phones?
for me, maps, because I get lost everywhere. So
That's awesome. That is
like
really useful.
putting up like where I need to be in my maps and like just having Siri tell me where I need to go is amazing. Makes me not have to think.
I use maps to get here. How about you guys?
Definitely the internet, having it anywhere I go at any time is definitely like the thing that takes it for me.
Yeah, I agree.
For me, email is important.
Email?
I always have to keep in contact with different groups and different people on campus and stuff, so being able to communicate like large documents and stuff like that helps out a lot.
Okay. Any other apps? You just love?
I mean, I love Instagram, but I don't. It's not like I could live without it. But it's something I go to on a regular if I'm bored.
Okay. Alright, so I guess we're talking about apps. So let's go ahead and dive a little further into that topic. So how many apps do you guys have on your phones?
Like aside from the standard ones, like
Yeah, let's go with that.
maybe like 5.
5. And what would those 5 be?
Just like some games and maybe like some other like music apps like Pandora.
Okay.
You have like 8 apps that aren't like the apps that come with it. So the apps that I've purchased or gotten for free.
And what are those?
I have one app that's like it's like a workout app type of thing, but it like it's part like you know the Nike Fuel Band. It's like sort of like that, but it's with something similar called the Up Band. And basically the app like tells me how much I walked, how much I've slept, stuff like that. And then I have Flappy Bird, and that's just a game.
Did they get rid of it?
Well, if you still have it on your
Yeah.
phone, then you're exclusive. So exclusive. Flappy Bird, yeah.
So why'd they get rid of it?
Because he just like got overwhelmed with all the hate that he was getting and all the like death threats, even though they were fake. Because people were like, I'm gonna kill the creator of this game because I love it, but I hate it. But he took it seriously, so he deleted it. Even though he made like $50,000 a day from this app, he still deleted it. But it's coming back supposedly.
So he needs to sell it.
Yeah.
Like the bigger companies.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
He's a millionaire, but he just can't handle the pressure.
Can handle it. Alright, so what apps do you have?
For me, I have like Snapchat and Pandora. I have Flappy Bird too, and Facebook. Not really anything else beyond that.
Yeah.
I have Snapchat, Instagram, Vine, and Facebook, and then a bunch of games, because I play games a lot on my phone.
Alright.
I have a lot of apps for like school, the FSU mobile app and Blackboard, and Word Reference and Kindle.
Like Pinterest and Reddit
not like that phone.
Yeah.
I hate this phone.
Let's talk about the iPhone.
But it has a lot of memory, so that's nice.
That's good. Alright, sorry.
But I had Reddit, I had SoundCloud, I had Facebook, and
SoundCloud had that.
Everything has that.
and that was it, pretty much. I mean, the maps, that came with it.
I have a lot of apps, like upwards of 20, maybe 30. Yeah, I have Reddit, Pandora, I have eTorrent, Shazam, Kindle. Actually, you can't track people just based on an IP address anymore.
Oh, sneaky.
eBay, marketplaces and stuff like that. Games.
Yeah.
Love to play games on this phone.
What kind of phone do you have?
PS4.
About the same as the rest of the guys, Reddit, Pandora. I don't really use like the Facebook apps and whatnot. I kind of just, do that on my laptop and whatever. But I think the app I use the most is probably the Reddit app on my phone. Love that thing.
Okay. So I'm hearing there's a lot of entertainment apps.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and a lot of social media. So what is your favorite app? You said you like the Nike one, or the workout one.
Yeah.
Probably like one of the random game apps I use. I use my other app when I need to, but I usually just play like random games and delete them like a week later. What is going on?
So why do you like this app?
Like the game apps.
So what's your favorite? Yeah. Well, the one that you like the most, and why do you like it?
I mean, like I like Plants vs Zombies just because it kills time, entertainment, and have nothing to do than just something to keep yourself busy.
Okay.
I'm kind of like an Etsy addict. I have the Etsy app on my phone, and every night before I go to bed, I just, get my online shopping fix. So.
All right. I respect that.
Probably Reddit over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but also I guess,
Out of
Yeah.
use, it's definitely Reddit. If I had to base my favorite one out of the one I use most, it's definitely Reddit.
but they see, because you can get that online, like simply by going on the internet.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
but
don't
also
get it.
I mean, it's still the app that we.
I use the app, but
Yeah.
the app has like 10 million downloads for a reason.
Just refresh it.
Alright, so besides entertainment, well, or including entertainment, I guess, which one of these apps is like the most useful to you in your everyday life?
Probably Pandora, because I listen to music a lot.
Okay.
Me, it's Twitter, because if anything happens in the world, like, that's where I find out first.
Mine's probably like the basic Gmail account thing it comes with that hooks up to my account. That's what I use like the most in terms of usefulness.
Okay.
Mine's Facebook. I get updates about where, like, what my friends want to do and stuff. They'll message me if they can't get a hold of me on the phone for whatever reason.
Alright, most useful one. They're all kind of like entertainment apps, really. I guess, again, Reddit, just because it keeps you very informed. Like, you just update the front page and you get news from all over the world, really.
Okay.
Yeah, Reddit.
Reddit?
Or
Reddit side.
Pinterest.
Or Pinterest.
Girls Reddit.
Alright.
Alright.
Alright, so using these apps or the internet or whatever, have you ever written a review on a product or service?
Like
using
online.
these apps?
Not one.
We're using these apps, it's six apps, I guess.
I've used it for like an Amazon review. I bought a product and I left a review there.
Yeah. So like you haven't gone like on Yelp or something of the like and been like, I love this place, or you ever go,
Not one.
why is that?
Why does my opinion matter?
I feel like the people that do those things are only the people who have super strong opinions either way, and so I'm like a very neutral person.
Yeah,
See,
most,
but
I don't get
neutrality
too
would be
fired up,
valued. If you
Yeah.
think about it.
But it doesn't motivate you to actually post
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I hated no. I really was ambiguous about
It was,
this.
I was very,
Not
yeah, like nobody's gonna be like, oh, well, that is the deciding decision.
Well, no, but sometimes I want something that's not as like opinionated. Like, all right, does someone have like, it was okay. This was the good. This is what it was okay.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
I personally don't go to those websites and decide if I should go to a restaurant or use some product or something. I just decide I want that, so I'm gonna do it, and I don't like let somebody else's like experience.
I found I look at reviews when I'm gonna pay for the app, if it's like an app to pay for. And then obviously with really expensive stuff, I'll look at reviews, but I won't leave reviews, even if it's something to pay for, unless I thought it was not worth it at all. I think I may have left one review, and that was, you should put more content, and that was it.
Okay. So I guess going off that, so do you guys look at the reviews or at reviews at all?
Yes, if I'm buying something, I'll always look for reviews.
So you look at reviews, you just won't leave them. That's what I gather.
Unless it
I
like
mean,
asks
someone-
you, like Amazon sometimes prompts you.
Someone normally leaves a very well-written comment, and I won't write one because I bought it because of that comment, so maybe I'll like upvote that comment or say it was helpful, but I won't leave a review.
So y'all just afraid like you're gonna get yelled at if you do a review?
No,
Or
just like
lazy.
It just doesn't seem worth the effort, even though it doesn't take that much to make it worth.
Like because I read reviews, but if I were to write one, I'd have to like, just because of the way I am, I have to think. And once I start thinking about how exactly to word like what I felt at that moment, I'm just like, I've already thought too much about this.
Okay, alright. Alright, so, you find reviews useful to read but not to post. Okay.
Unless there was like, I bought something and it was just awful.
You can't
And,
stop it.
like, I got it and it was broken, and I'd be like, don't trust this person.
Yeah. But what if it was like exceeded your expectations? Would you leave a review?
I
Too caught up in whatever.
Dude,
I feel like someone would have already like left that good of a review for it. And
Let someone come up with that negative review too.
yes, but chances are if I bought it, they didn't leave a negative review. So then.
That's
I
okay.
can't leave it.
Okay. So, alright, so what do you all think of networking sites?
That's like Facebook.
Facebook,
Instagram.
LinkedIn.
Anything with a username, pretty much.
Yeah.
They're useful, keeping in contact with a bunch of different people.
Same sentiment over here?
Yep.
Useful. Alright, why do you think it's useful? You said this keeps you in contact with people.
Keeps you connected to the rest of the world. I mean, even though it's like in a very weak sense, 'cause you don't really know the other people where everything's going on, but keeps you informed. Then again, everybody has an opinion that can be kind of bad. But,
See, that's why you should leave an opinion. You're reading other people's opinions.
But you know.
I think that's where Facebook, like opinions go to Facebook.
Yeah.
Everyone has something to say.
Or Twitter. Twitter,
Yeah.
people are like, man, people can tweet a new status like every second and be like go on a Twitter rant about like some girl's shoes that they didn't like.
Really?
So,
Okay.
yeah.
And then that all gets like thrown to your front, whatever. Like.
Yeah, like if I'm following that person, then yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, I saw this girl at school today, she was wearing the jankies, and it's like a whole,
And 150 words or less.
yeah.
They figured
Well,
it
that
out
is a
during
character.
first.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's
That sounds like way too much
the
effort.
same thing with Facebook too. Like, sometimes I go on Facebook and I'm like, I don't care about any of these statuses. Like,
Yeah.
and it's like a lot of clutter. Like,
Yeah.
when I used to go on Facebook, it was like nice because I had like, you know, like 20 friends I actually talk to. Now it's like I have like 80. I'm like, I don't care about any of these people. So I end up like blocking people just because like, I don't want to read their stories, but if I need to talk to them, then send them a message.
Yeah.
Maybe it's save you for later. Just not right now.
So I'm hearing streamlined is a big useful content, or at least useful opinion. Gotcha. Alright, so which ones do you guys belong to? Or which networking site do you value and use the most?
The only one I use is Facebook.
I think, does Reddit count as one? I
know
think it does, 'cause you
I
form a
mean,
username, you know.
You're a anonymous.
Lurk.
It depends on,
You're like
cause
semi-anonymous.
I'm a lurker.
Is it like a?
Okay,
That's all I
okay.
am.
The networking
Sometimes
goes
I'll
in the
comment
ring.
on small subreddits, but otherwise I don't participate actively.
I actually have the username, but I don't comment.
Yeah.
So,
Why do you use
so you can customize the front page. on
Yeah.
the subreddit too.
That was the only reason I participated.
You don't have to deal with atheism. Great, but
But
I'd
I guess
say it's more like Facebook, Twitter,
Okay.
LinkedIn, like
Facebook.
stuff like people know who you are and like you're connected to them.
right. Then I guess for me it'd be Facebook.
Facebook. Okay.
Facebook.
Alright.
Facebook.
Instagram.
Alright.
Facebook's the only one I have, so.
Facebook. Okay. Do you have any professional networking sites? I mean, honestly, the only one I'm really aware of is LinkedIn. I don't even use that yet, but
I use it.
use it. Anyone else?
I don't actively use it. I have an account, but I just haven't been doing anything on it. I get updates about it, like people I've connected to and stuff, but I don't actively use it.
Okay.
I probably should update it if I have one.
Okay. What about you guys?
I don't have any yet.
Yeah.
not that
I need to do it, but I
Me
don't.
too.
Mm-hmm.
So you're the only one.
I guess.
So why do you use it? What do you like about it?
Well, I started using it because my dad was getting on my case about I need to have my online resume updated and because I'm gonna be a big girl going into the real world. So I'm graduating in May, and he was like pushing me to use it so that I could find a job or well, mostly just find a job. But like, I think I don't know. I use it now to like find a summer job since I'm going to grad school in the fall. So I'm looking for. I don't know.
You got it?
No, grad school? Yeah, I'm in, but
Where?
I am still looking for a summer job, so,
Where you going?
FIT.
Oh, that's how you told me that.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. That's exciting.
I'm really excited, it's gonna be fun.
Cool. Alright. Let's not do that. Alright, so you mainly use networking sites besides the professional ones to stay connected and be informed. Like what information do you all seek on these sites?
World news.
Yeah.
Like, I've been following the Ukraine thing for like weeks already. That's really interesting to me.
Yeah, that's what I use like Reddit for, but Facebook, I won't get my news from Facebook. I'll use it like if I don't know, family troubles or something, or what? Not even troubles, just family things or friend things. Stay connected to them, get involved in their lives.
Okay. For sure.
He said I would use Reddit for like world news. Facebook to see what friends are doing or not. I mean, like distanced friends, like people maybe I haven't talked to in a while. I'll randomly see that they just did something cool, and I'll be like, hey, good job on the cool thing you just did. So that's that.
Yeah.
Probably mostly entertainment, something to keep me not bored. So go on Reddit a lot. Or like see what people post on Facebook that's really funny, or like links. I've been having a lot. I don't know if everyone else has a lot of those people posting those quizzes to BuzzFeed, and then I
Oh.
find a good one and I go and take it, and I'm like, yeah, and then I just
I would
stay
totally
on
be that
BuzzFeed.
person.
Yeah, then I stay on BuzzFeed for like a half hour, just like looking at crap. Just like, well, that was pointless.
I do use it for entertainment and information, like following whatever's going on in Venezuela and the Ukraine right now. And I have like a billion groups that I belong to for whatever organization, and for our Hispanic marketing class, like we have a group for our group project. And I have a group for my cross country team, and a lot of my friends are starting to get married now, so
Oh, that's
yeah, so I guess I keep up with that.
Babies, and you're like, oh,
What are you doing? Stop. Whoa.
I feel your pain. Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually go to Twitter for world news, but recently I personally am from Venezuela, and so I have a lot of family and friends from Venezuela, and so my Facebook is where I'll go to like to find stuff about that, because literally like everyone at least once a day posts something about what's going on. So recently I find myself using Facebook more to inform myself with that, but usually it's Twitter.
I'm the same with the whole groups and stuff. Like, I keep in touch with my friends from field training from like 2 years ago on like Facebook groups, and then like groups of people that are commissioning, like in ROTC, like our commissioning people, we check off all like the paperwork and stuff we need on Facebook, so it's convenient for that.
Yeah, I have groups and then I just roll through it to see what's going on in other people's lives, my friends, and then I have a lot of family friends who post stuff that sometimes I'll comment on, or just, it's nice to see what's going on, because I'm a military kid, so I've moved away from a lot of friends.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see what they're up to.
I moved around a lot. I was in the military, but yeah, it's nice to connect with those people that you
Yeah.
can't see every day.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you all stay connected and network with other Hispanics? Maybe you guys do.
I would say most of my friends are Hispanic just because where we came from.
It's more like,
It's not like
It doesn't even feel like
Yeah,
you're like
like
they're
you're really
I
special.
don't go out and look for someone who's Hispanic to network with them. It's just like
Just so
it's the
happens
people I
that
know.
everybody from Miami is Hispanic.
Friends you grew up with.
yeah, basically.
So I guess what I'm asking is, do you like to stay connected with those that are Hispanic? That's a weird question.
Yeah, it has nothing to do.
I like staying connected with my friends if they
Friends in
happen
general.
to be Hispanic.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like a deeper connection with someone who is Hispanic, but I mean, I care about all my friends, obviously. Like, I don't look at you like, you're not Hispanic, sorry, next. But like, if they are Hispanic, it's like, we have that like deeper connection, you know, like, we understand each other on a different level, kind of. Like, they already feel, like, if I just meet them and they're Hispanic, I feel like they're already family. Whereas if I meet like an American, it's like, there's kind of a wall there. It's like, okay, hi. Like, it's different.
Okay. Do you guys agree or disagree with that?
I think that people like of the same ethnicity are more relatable, yeah, just
Yeah.
because like the culture. But
But I mean, obviously, like, it doesn't take too much for someone who's not Hispanic to form a deeper connection than someone who is Hispanic. Like, it's not like that big of a thing, but let's say you meet someone and they happen to be Hispanic as well. It's like, oh, so your parents were like that too.
Yeah, a lot of
Stuff, it's
shared
like, oh,
experiences.
that's
Unspoken.
yeah.
So let's say out of Miami, Miami's its own country basically.
I might
So,
might as well be.
might as well be, yeah. So let's say you're like, you're up here, or like, let's say Georgia, or like somewhere distinct.
Somewhere where you're like, oh, you're rare.
Right, so you run into another Hispanic, would you value that more, do you value
Yeah,
that?
yeah. It's funny when they pronounce your last name correctly.
You're like,
That's
oh
like,
my God.
Mhm.
yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, like for example, the other day I met I think it was Ecuadorian, another Ecuadorian, sorry. And it was just like the conversation started off based off that, you know, it was just,
So let's say there's a business in Georgia, I don't know, do you guys go to barbershops?
yeah, I know we do.
Sometimes.
So let's say it's a Hispanic run barbershop in the middle of Georgia. Would you go to them over a different barbershop?
If they're reviewed well.
Let's say both
Like if they
are
were next to
equally
each
good.
other.
Let's say they're next to each other, they're equally good, one's Hispanic, one's purple, I don't know.
Right.
Would you go to the Hispanic one, or would you go to the purple one? Or does it not matter to you?
Assuming that both prices are the same.
Assuming everything's the same, and the only
Yeah.
thing that's different is,
Yes, I would.
Yeah, I
Hispanic
guess so.
Yeah.
say it's a hair salon.
I would go to Hispanic for sure. Because, like, people don't know what to do with my hair.
Me either.
They're like, what is this? I don't understand. But then I go to Hispanic, they're like, oh, chica,
Oh, yeah.
I'm half Hispanic, so like I have white girl hair, so I don't really have that
You don't
problem.
necessarily struggle. Do you have a lot of hair? I just like, I got
I
this
do.
done yesterday.
No, that's my hair. Except I'm like super curly, like very, very
Oh no, I just got it done yesterday,
Oh.
so it's like tamed. Yeah. I went to like the one
Mine's-
Hispanic girl in hair on earth. I'm like, you're doing my hair? You got me. Yeah.
She understands.
She understands that they. So, okay. Have you tried a product or a service found on any of these networking sites by any chance, like Facebook, Twitter?
I'm really stingy. Like, it takes a lot for me to spend money on something, and so I gotta say no.
Alright.
Go ahead. I've been really tempted to try those like free things in the mail just because it's free, you know, and I'm broke, so that's. But I haven't yet, so I mean maybe one day, but.
Cause then on Instagram, this girl like took a picture of her mascara, like her eyes looked really good. She's like, "Oh, I just bought this mascara at Sephora, it's so great," and it looked cool. And it was like someone I knew, it wasn't a model. So then I went and bought the mascara, and I actually love it too. So I don't know, if, like, you know, for the guys, it's something similar, or like anything like that.
I mean, if I follow like on Instagram, if I follow like a clothing company, like, and that's all they do, or like a bag company, and they just post pictures of their bags or their clothes, and I like it, then I'll go to their website and like see it and check it out and look into it. But I haven't bought any. I've never like pulled the trigger and bought it. Just made me want to look at it more.
Or like not friends who were just like, "Oh my god, I just bought this and it's so great, you should."
I think like influenced me if I'm like on the fence about something. So like I had like an Xbox One and I wanted Titanfall, like a game, and my friend got it. He was like, "Oh my god, it's so much fun, blah blah blah." So it made me look into it more. So I mean, if I'm already like thinking about it or considering it, it might like persuade me more to one way or the other. But if it's like something I haven't even heard of, then usually it's like not really that effective because I have no interest. So why would I pursue that?
Did you really Titanfall? Is it really good?
So fun.
So bad.
Yeah, I think I'm with him because I wasn't gonna get the 3DS, but I was on Reddit and I'm subscribed to the Zelda subreddit, and someone posted a picture where you can play every single Zelda game with a Wii and a 3DS with just the virtual console and stuff. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna play the new game and just get it. So I did end up getting it. That was because I was like, I'm not paying like $300 for a new system to play one game, and then
That's actually what I'm gonna end up doing.
yeah.
Super Smash Bros.
Does that remember
So excited.
Can't wait for that.
So here's a question I should have asked earlier. In terms of apps, do you prefer free? Do you prefer paying?
Yes.
I always think that there's a free app
free
so
app.
that we pay.
I've never bought an app. No.
Yeah, I don't think I
What's the
have.
point of that?
Yeah, most of my apps are free.
What if it was like gray and it was only maybe 99 cents?
No.
I mean, that depends, like, I know I have a Tor browser, and that you have to pay 99 cents for, and that I pay 99 cents for. That's,
So we see the value in it.
yeah, if it's
So
definitely
no
worth it.
alternative?
What's up?
There was no alternative also?
There was no alternative Tor browser, you had to pay 99 cents.
So if there's a marketplace for stuff, there's an alternative, free's gonna win out.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
Alright, so I guess going back to the original train of thought, I'm all over the place, sorry guys. So you would connect to Hispanics if it were not Miami, somewhere else. Would you find it useful to have a networking site, kind of like a Yelp, Facebook kind of thing, to
For
connect
Hispanics?
for Hispanics, to connect you to other Hispanics, professional Hispanics, Hispanic products and services?
Yeah, I would definitely use that.
You would?
I mean, I don't feel like there's anything in me that's just like, oh, it's Hispanic, so therefore I'm gonna use it, but just because I can get away with meeting all these people, you know, with the pretense that I'm Hispanic too.
Yeah, I don't know. Kinda sounds like a weird vibe.
Why?
It's like excluding yourself.
I mean, it's excluding other people, and then it's just based on the fact that you just so happen to be born from like a similar family line or something like that, or maybe like 2 generations. Because really, you can call yourself Hispanic, and you're like I was born here, I'm an American, like, but I grew up in Hispanic culture and all that. But I don't feel like that doesn't qualify me for anything, you know. I feel like the second you do that, then other people of other ethnicities would just, it's kind of like it singles out I don't really like that.
Okay.
I could go with that too. Yeah. I don't know if I care that much that it's the same Hispanic background. Like, I don't know.
Like, it's nice if you're talking to someone and you find out you're Hispanic and then you connect off that. But that's more like, for me, it's like a conversational thing. Like, if I know it like beforehand, it doesn't, I don't know, it's not something that necessarily would really attract me to a person. Like the barbershop thing, that's a little different. You were literally assuming that like all things are the same in these two places, and the one thing that separates them is that one is Hispanic and the other one is not. And it's just like, okay, a hypothetical situation like that, fine, whatever, I'll go to the Hispanic one. But really, I don't know, it's not that important to me where I would want it to be like the quality that separates me.
For me, it's more important, like, I find the deeper connection with Hispanic if it's like, if I have my family, and my family has like those family friends who've been there since I was born, then they have friends, and they have friends, so like, I connect more and network more with those people, like, I'm more, like, I would ask a family friend if they knew someone who like works for this company that I'm applying for to like put a word in for me. But I don't think I would go to like a networking app and be like, hey, Hispanics, I know y'all don't know me, but we're Hispanic, so what's up? You know what I mean? But I would feel more comfortable saying, hey, family friend, could you ask this friend that I know you have, like this and that, you know what I mean? Because I feel like they know me. They know that I'm more than just Hispanic and like what my attributes or whatever are. So I'm more important to network with that.
Okay.
I mean, like, I always check the Hispanic box whenever I'm filling out an application for anything. I mean, like,
Yeah.
it gets your foot in the door, you know? So, like you were saying, I would feel like a little uncomfortable being part of something where it, like, excludes everybody else because, like, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I am still half white, like, well, we're all white, but, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still, like,
Actually, people would argue that we're not white.
I know, right? It's weird.
Like, red, brown, purple, black.
I don't know, I mean,
Not
I
really a
like
race.
this color, what is this? Like,
Well, I know I'm from Spain, so that's European.
yeah.
And some people are like, well, you're not white. I'm like, well, go tell an Italian they're not white.
Yes, see what happens. Get you out. Yeah.
They did this whole thing in my anthropology class. It's like this website where you like take this quiz and see like it pulls like pictures of people and says that's BuzzFeed. Like it was, we did this with the class and it just like had all these things like who are these people white? Are these people white? So are these Spaniards white? Are these Italians white? Are these Greek white? And stuff. And it was really interesting to see like millions of people have gone onto this website and like Spanish is like on the edge and like Latino is like on the edge of being white and it was so interesting.
We're so close.
Yes, you give me that website. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but I'll see if I can find it. It was interesting. It had a lot of stereotype stuff and like fact or fiction and stuff like black people are better at jumping and like it had like scientific data that they had like faster twitch muscles and whatever, so they are technically biologically faster according to the site, but I mean it's still a stereotype.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so going back to the networking thing. So you feel like it would be excluding others, and you don't want to exclude yourself. You want to be seen as an individual.
Right.
For
and,
you.
Yeah, and I want the thing that makes people attracted to me, not simply the fact that I so happen to be Hispanic.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't want to get a job based off of this is the only reason you got a job because you're Hispanic. I want it to be because of my skills, my skill set.
Okay. So you all personally would not use this Hispanic networking site?
Well, is it a networking site or is it like a professional networking site?
It's like a mixture. I'm going to show you one that's similar. It's a mixture of both. So basically, it is like a LinkedIn, so you can have like professional stuff. It's also more like a Yelp, Urban Spoon kind of thing. So it's like you can look up products and services geared more toward Hispanic market. So like hair, because or barbershop, I guess, if you're into that, or whatever it may be, food, whatever. You see what's in town, see how it's been reviewed, you can leave reviews, and then you can also connect to people in that community that are Hispanic, so you could like build that bond and whatever. So that's really what that networking site is. So actually, if you want on your phones, we're gonna go to the African American one. It's called Solidex, so go ahead and find it. I think it is free. And download it and just scroll through and see what you think.
Probably not.
Probably not.
It won't be on his.
Oh.
What is it called?
Solidex? So it's like a Rolodex, but Solidex. So SOULDEUX.
I mean, I think I would have, let's say I got to that point where I had a professional profile, I would get a LinkedIn, and then kind of like as an auxiliary, I would get that, but not, what I'm looking for is not the fact that because I'm specifically looking for Hispanics, it's just another networking opportunity. It's kind of like,
Find it. Okay. I can find that.
you know, it's not, the Hispanicness of it is not like what attracts me to it, it's just another networking base, kind of like if you have a Facebook and some people would just also get an Instagram or something like that. It's just like another thing that they're using.
SOULOD.
It should look like a lady with like an afro
Yeah.
in the form of a Rolodex.
You don't have it? You can get on Solidex?
I mean, I feel like this would be, I guess it's kind of switching it, but I feel like this would be useful. I studied abroad for a year, and I studied in Spain, and I feel like even though I do speak Spanish and like I identify that like I'm Venezuelan, like I feel like it would be useful if there was an American app and I could be in Spain and like find American like things in Spain, if for like the things like a haircut, a doctor, like things that like I'm more comfortable with like the American. But I don't know if I would.
American or English speaking?
Because I feel like America, Australia, like other English speaking, it's kind of different. Like it's a different culture. So I try to find like things like, for example, like there was like an American store where I lived in Spain, and like in Spain they don't know, like it's not that they don't know, but like they don't sell peanut butter, and so like there's an American store, and we would all go to the American store and buy that peanut butter. So I feel like it would be cool if there's an app that would tell me like, hey, but I'm trying to think if I would use it if it was Spanish in America, even though I'm not, you know what I mean? Is
Yeah.
that making sense?
Some more cultural stuff in other cultural places.
Right. Because it's cool because it's like churches, nonprofit, restaurants, barbers.
I like that idea, just having something so that you, when you're traveling.
Right.
That it would be American based or Hispanic.
Yeah.
Like the Hispanic website being useful for people who newly arrived in America.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else? No, were you guys able to see it?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I don't know if you guys, I can pass my phone around.
Yeah, go ahead and pass it around.
He has.
Is it only on the Apple
Oh,
Store?
yes.
Huh?
Is it only on the Apple Store?
So,
No, I couldn't find it.
There's Solidex.
So if I were against that black community, give me
Yeah,
Apple.
you have to have an iPhone.
Stuffs.
so yeah, so basically it's this guy who invented this app for the African American community for all the reasons I just stated. Now he wants to branch out to the Hispanic market, and he wants to launch it more so in this area. So it's just trying to get insight on different demographics within the target audience of Hispanics. So we're also looking into Hispanic moms and see if they would like it, churchgoers, because that in themselves are like super bonded.
Yeah, they would probably love it. My mom would probably love it.
Yeah, I feel like this would be better for people who like moved to, like they were born and raised in a Spanish-speaking country and moved here. So I feel like they're, like my mom's always trying to find other Venezuelans and Hispanics.
And you're just kind of like,
And I'm like, well, I was born and raised with other, like, all these different cultures, so I'm not like, where's my Hispanics at? Like, you know what I mean?
I kind of feel that same way, because I was born in Spain, but I left when I was 2 months old, and basically raised in St. Louis, Missouri, very little Hispanics. So it's like, for me, I'm kind of like, Miami, like, I really don't mush with those Hispanics, so it's way too Hispanic for me.
Yeah,
I'm just like,
Hispanic.
yeah, and then everywhere else, they don't see me as, like, white either, so
Right.
it's kind of like, what else? I just float from Okay. So we're all able to see that app?
Yeah.
Do you like the outline or the setup of it?
It seemed easier, yeah.
Yeah, it's very like to the point.
Streamlined, yeah.
So you mentioned that was strictly for African Americans?
That one, yeah, Solodex,
Was
so
the
then,
producer African American? And now he wants to do Hispanic?
yeah, but that's why he came to us, cause clearly
Yeah,
it needs a little more insight.
Bridge that gap, right?
Yeah, bridge that gap, quite a bit.
Sure.
So what would happen if like we all started making like usernames on that website and like we just spread out and it kind of just became like a everybody thing? Kind of just took over to see more like.
That's a really good point.
One of those dating websites like blackpeoplemeet.com. There's like, I want to meet black people.
Christian mingle.
So just some other
Wait, you're not
religions.
black.
It's like, but you are.
Especially for white people to get to know you.
Alright, so do you have any suggestions, at least for that layout, that maybe we could use for the new one? Oh, let's see. It's out. If you guys want to see it.
That just like lists the services, right?
Yeah. And then if like we click on like beauty shops, that's what happens.
Probably take you to another list.
Yeah. And I saw on the map thing, they like set up units.
Seems like a Groupon almost.
And what distinguishes something that's an African American business?
I think it's African American owned, pretty much.
So you would have to.
So let's say you go into an area and you're looking for a barber, you know, they'll probably have black barbers, cause you know they know how to cut black hair. Soul food joints or, you know, that kind of thing.
Right.
Well, I know for instance here, like if you go to a Cuban restaurant here, every cook is white. There's no single Hispanic cook.
Like
restaurants.
Gordo's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He puts so much salt on everything.
Black pepper?
Not really authentic.
Chinese and everything, and I'm pretty sure half of them are Korean. I
What?
think so. This Asian restaurant, it like has Japanese, Chinese and stuff, but I don't think it actually has Korean food, but I think most of the owners are Korean. So,
Oh, alright. It's like a lot of Chinese restaurants, I feel like a lot of the people in the back are Hispanic. It's like, okay,
Benihana
let's
is
get
in
not
Miami.
Chinese
The
anyway.
Benihana, have like Carlos come out.
Hey, Carlos.
Or like the Publix Chinese. That's like voted the best Chinese in town. And it's really good. It's like Mexican guys.
I can always peer over their shoulder, like, they're like, oh, like, what?
What's
Yeah.
going on?
Alright, well, these were really good insights. Thank you, I think that's it. Shorter than what I expected. So, yeah, do you guys have any other thoughts, questions, concerns? I don't know.
It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, that's fair. Very cool, so go ahead, finish pizza, go whatever you want, and,
Then you wanna pass the whole
here
thing?
you go.
If
If you want,
you want David's on.
bring any other.
Wow, bro. You're so
I'm gonna ask him again. Didn't finish it.
Do you get my
What's the
email
rest
so
of
you
part
can
of
send me
experiment
that?
that has to do with all the questions that were just asked?
but it was neat.
What?
It had a lot of stuff
I
about
know.
stereotypes.
But also it's right there.
No,
And I
that's
imagine-
exactly where I was sitting.
And I
was like,
imagine,
David,
it's kind of
stop
imagine,
looking at yourself.
I imagined you being on the other side.
I
of
was.
that.
I'm literally right there.
I tried, I kept
Okay.
looking.
You were just. We turned off the lights. You can't.
I can't, you can see,
I want you to know
you
that I
can see
imagined
trees
you
out
on the
there.
other side.
No,
of
you
the
didn't.
Dude,
Look at yourself all the time.
I mean, but I also imagined you on the other side of the square.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
So this was actually for this thing, this is
We're not part of secret experiment.
Secret experiment.
No.
Well, guys, actually, there's another part.
Surprise.